Hey guys, Dancing2, back with more Let's Play Golden Sun. Last time we met Crandon and had some character development and some plot exposition and all that stuff, and today we're going up to Mount Adup to climb it and stuff. Yay! Now this guy is going to cause trouble for us. Now I want to reset him. So he's down here, and he'll go around the backside and then we can sneak past him. No. I'm going to lie to you. Go away so I can. Yeah. Haha. Soul entrance. It is a circle. And people with really big ears. Don't know if they're elves. There are no elves in this game, I don't think. And the only people with big ears haven't really existed yet. Of course. How the hell else would I get in here? This is your history. Sure to appreciate it. Anyway, here is kind of a staple of the series, and that is jumping puzzles. And although it looks very basic, basically, as far as jumping goes, we can hop one square at a time. We can't hop more than one square, as you can see. And they look kind of basic, but there are certain points later on that they can get complex, and ridiculously so. Like here, even this puzzle is a little bit complex just because of how many variations you can go. But yeah, they're pretty. It's one of the more common puzzle things, and it's fun to do, I'd say. Anyway, we get into combat now. We have grown up, and as such, we are a little bit more powerful. Not really. Oddly enough, a lot of the battles in these games are just going to be holding down the attack button. Jenna, give me your herb and give that to Garrett, so he doesn't even know. There we go. Alright. As you can see, we have relatively the same weapons as last time. Short swords replacing our machetes. Like I said, the machete is actually kind of a little bit buggy, that if you hack it into your inventory, you can't unequip it. Our psi energy has gotten a little bit different. We have a cure spell for Isaac, being a Venus elemental, or Earth. He has relatively mediocre healing, semi-decent single target healing at least. He has move psi energy and retreat. Retreat will allow us to escape a dungeon, and that's about it. Garrett just has move, and Jenna has no utility psi energy, which is only psi energy you can use outside of battle. I'll go over their battle psi energy if I get into another fight. Anyway, we have another jumping puzzle. I hope I get this. What side do I need to go to? I forget. I think it's the left side, if I remember correctly. Always go left. No, left is our exit, I believe. Alright, battle. Ooh, it's a good one, too. Okay. Now, I didn't go over this before, but we could run from battle. We could also see our stats. Stats will list certain things if we change our stats with buffing moves in the fight. Oh, we only have Cure. Okay, never mind. Does he have... Ah, he has Flare. Flare is a relatively weak fire psi energy, and we're just going to show that off right now. Actually, you are going to attack him. Because here's the thing about Golden Sun 1 and 2. Golden Sun 1 and Golden Sun 2, at least. They do not have auto-targeting in their games, so if you are attacking an enemy that's already been defeated, you'll just defend for that turn. And Jenna, you will use Flare. Now, as you can see down there, it says, Wild Mushroom takes 19 damage for the exclamation points. This is actually a way to tell whether or not you're doing good damage to an opponent. If it has 3 exclamation points like that, it means you're... that the element that you're using, like Mars, for example, here, is more effective against these guys because they have a lower resistance to it. All enemies, including everything in battle, including yourself, has elemental resistance and elemental power for different elements. For us, at least, our elemental resistance and power is going to be directly related to what element we are. Like the element we are, we're going to have more resistance to it, and the direct opposite to it, like water and fire and wind and earth, are going to be our weaknesses, with the other two kind of being marginally the same. We can change this later on, but I'll get into that later. But the 3 exclamation points means it does more damage to them and they are particularly weak to it. 1 exclamation point means it does normal damage, and a period at the end will mean that they're resistant to it. So that's a good way to judge your actions in combat. Okay, he hasn't gotten any new moves yet. Yeah, the reason I'm not having Garrett use Psi Energy is because he's slow and he doesn't actually have a lot of Psi Energy points, and I guess that's a good as way of any to translate into stats of this game, because unlike most RPGs, this doesn't use, it uses some conventional stats, but not all of them. We have our standard health, defense, speed, and attack. However, as far as magic goes, I'll just go into stats right here. And luck, of course. Luck actually doesn't... What luck determines in this game is the chance for status effects to affect you, and I believe affect your opponent as well. But as you can see over there, we only have those 4 stats plus HP and PP, which is our magic points of the game, which stands for Psi Energy points, by the way. Now, the weird thing is, we have no magic stat, per se, aside from PP. That is because our magic stats are kind of, innate to us. As you can see here, as I was talking about earlier, our power and resistance towards certain things is innate to us. Once again, we'll be able to change these later, but for right now, really it all determines who we are already as a character. Like, Isaac is Venus Elemental, so he's going to have naturally more power and resistance towards Venus, or Earth attacks. And that goes for everyone, and their respective roles. So, using attacks that are in line with your element is more powerful than other ones, and that's really not going to be possible actually to use anything else for a while now. But it's a good thing to keep in mind. And once again, I'll get more into it later once we can actually affect that a little bit more. Anyway, we picked out a small jewel. I kind of went in these in reverse order. So we're going to need to go up here, place a small jewel in its socket. Now, here's the weird thing, is you have to have use for this. If you're ever using something, you gotta say use. Even if you are giving it to someone, because give is kind of the command for switching who has it, because as you could tell right there, and probably earlier on in the game, our inventory system is kind of a little bit different. Everyone has their own separate inventory. I believe we hold 26 or 25 items apiece. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't tell right now. But yeah, we all hold. Every character has their own separate inventory, and because of that, and items we get automatically go to the first person available, like going down the line. So quite obviously, the first person in your line is going to get a really huge cluttered inventory, and everyone else is going to kind of be sparse. It's the only real complaint I have against the inventory system of this game, and it's a moderately big one, but it's nothing I'm going to cause a deal breaker over. I wonder what we have to do. So there was a hidden passage. Yeah. So where's the sun? We have to go deeper. And there I go, scrolling way too fast again. Damn it, Dan, stop it. Of course we need to help him. Never split the party. Never split the party. What's in here? Nothing! Enemies! Kill it. No running. Yay, we leveled up. For future reference, I might scroll through the level up animation a little bit quickly, just because I'm kind of used to doing that. So I apologize if you don't exactly get to see who leveled up, but relatively, we'll all be leveling up kind of at the same pace. Anyway, we're level 2 now, so we get Quake, max HP, rise, yada yada yada. So let's go over here and push the other obvious statue. These little dots on the floor mean we cannot push it past that point. They're like little grooves in the floor that we can't push stuff out of. It's basically so we can't trap ourselves. Now I hope I can do this right this time. And not get completely lost like I did last time. We could target... I should probably show this off. As you can see right there, there's 3 little dots. It means that it's got a range of 3, so we can target certain things and deal more damage. The middle one is obviously going to be dealing the most damage, and for every step outside, they'll deal less damage. Some of them will deal significantly less damage, but that's really not until Golden Sun 2. Stop it. Alright, Garrett leveled up. I'm hoping I'm going the right way. Wow, it's a lot of enemies. Quake, flare, and flare again. Really, there's not very many enemies in the games actually have something special to them. There are very few, and most of them are in Golden Sun 2. Then I leveled up. For that reason, it's kind of just DPS till they die. It's a little bit simple like that, but I think it's a fun at the most part. It may not be the most complex RPG in the world, but I don't really care. And enemies do have different weaknesses and resistances, obviously, but really it doesn't matter. Especially once we start getting better weapons. Then it's going to be literally a whole day to kill. As for right now, I'm kind of just relying on a lot of Psi Energy for bigger groups. And I'm going to still have to rely on Psi Energy for bigger groups in the future until Dark Dawn, in which case, at that point, I don't have to rely on Psi Energy for bigger groups because our weapons will hit multiple enemies at that point, and I'll go over that then, and I'll go over why that's significant once we get better weapons. Anyway, small jewel get. I'm going to try to get to the main little puzzle of this area before I call it quits for right now. Come on, move faster, damn it. And I guess that little tidbit that I was doing earlier with how the combat works was kind of my excuse of why I'm not going to be particularly showing why I would have cut combat out, but I've decided against it because of the fact that it moves so fast most of the time. So, I'm not going to cut out most battles. That being said, there will be certain points in Golden Sun 2 I am going to cut stuff out, but that's due to just a lot of... Yeah, I'll go over it then. It's very specific, let's say. No way, using my Psi Energy, alright. Psi Energy. As you can see down there, in the shortcut menu, we can set certain Psi Energy to L and R. Move to L for right now. And with that, we don't have to go into the Psi Energy menu, we can just use it by pressing the button. Very useful. Dark Dawn kind of did something intelligent with this, but at the same time, I don't think they did it intelligent enough. Like, they set it so it could be L and R were also buttons on the touchscreen, but they both did the same thing. I would have had, you know, like, upwards of 4 button commands. Aha, that's what I'm looking for. With the ones on the screen doing different things, obviously. Or just having a whole ton of buttons on the screen, but whatever. Anyway, stuff is moved, so we move on. A little bit stronger enemy, a ghost. I thought... Oh, it opened the door for us somewhere. Stop it. Run! Oh no. Run, damn it. I will be running from some fights if it's just not in my best interest to fight them. Let's go this way. What's everywhere else? Because I always make like a beeline for that room. That's the room we want to be in at the end of the day. I want to see if there's anything else anywhere. We're going to do a little bit of exploration before we start doing other stuff. It's probably absolutely nothing. Holy crap, that's a ton of enemies. I forgot they can actually sick a whole crap ton of enemies on you at certain points. Trying to go after the one that's actually going to damage us. Damn it, I was hoping I could kill him in one hit. Thank God they're defending. Jenna, please kill him this turn. Yes, crit. I believe crit ignores defense buffs. Anyway, level 4 Squire, which is Isaac. Ooh, an herb. Might need that by the time everything's said and done. Aha, we found it. That is definitely the sun. So, where's Ami? Oh no! Why? They've probably skipped town. We must continue on. There is more. Yeah. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yeah. What's this over here? Ooh, the moon. So pretty. Luna. Sol and Luna. Sun and the moon. Well, of course. Sure. Alright, next time we are going to do exactly that, because I am probably way over by this point, and I'm just going to leave you here to look at the pretty stars. See you guys then.